Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel today. My name is Susetale. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. In today's tutorial video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I made this beautiful long dress. Today's video is the part one where we are going to focus on the pattern drafting and the cutting of all these pieces you are seeing on the table that we're going to be using to make the dress. In my next video, I'll be sharing with you guys how to go about the joining of the pieces together to make the beautiful dress. So if this looks like a tutorial you're interested in, keep on watching and let's go straight to the tutorial video. Welcome back, guys. So for the making of that dress, these are the fabrics I'm going to be making use of: a Chantilly lace fabric and a crepe fabric for the lining. My lace fabric is about 2.5 yards. I would advise, if you're a bigger person, you need up to 3.5 to 4 yards to be able to make the dress. As for my lining fabric, it's also 2.5 yards. So when I place my lace on it, you can see it matches very well. So I'm going to start cutting the lower bodice, which is the skirt part, and I'm going to cut directly on the crepe fabric. These are the body measurements I'm going to be using for the making of this dress. I am a size 10, okay? Now, to cut it out, the first thing you're going to do is to fold your fabric together into two, just the way you see me do. I folded my fabric using a total of 13 inches. If you're a bigger person or if you want yours to be bigger, you can use 18 to 20 inches to fold your fabric together, okay? So at the top there, you will a line which is going to be for your starting line. I'm going to place my waistline on that starting line. So my waistline is 16 inches. So from there, I will measure down to the hip line. I will take the knee line. Then I'm going to be taking the full length of the dress. I'm making use of full length of 60 inches, which is here. I just added about 2 inches, which is for the hem allowance. And I'm going to go ahead to roll all the lines. So guys, after rolling the lines, this is what you're going to have. We have the waistline, the hip line, the knee line, and we have the full length. Now on the waistline, you're going to take your waist measurement divided by 4. So after marking, you're going to come to the hip line and take your hip measurement divided by 4. Then at the knee line, what you have on the hip line, your hip measurement divided by 4, you're going to take away 1.5 from it. Then you take it on your knee line. So after doing that, you're going to connect from the waist to the hip, then to the knee line. So guys, after you are done doing that, now the next thing is for you to open it up. At the end here, at the hemline, I marked 12 inches. If you're someone that wants yours to be very open, you can mark 15, 18, or even 20 inches, depending on how big your fabric is and how wide you want it to be open. For mine, I want it to look like a fishtail. That was why I marked 12. So I just went up there by about 1 inch, and I'm just going to curve it out the way you see me do. So after doing that, you come to the waistline. You're going to add 1.5 inches, the same thing on the hip line, the same thing on the hemline. So this is for the sewing allowance, okay? So just mark it like the way you see me do. Then you're going to connect it just like this. So you come to the end here, just connect it all the way to the end, the way you see me doing. So after you are done doing that, this is what you're going to have. Now you're going to go ahead to cut it out. So this is it for the drafting of the front piece. So guys, after cutting, this is it. Now I'm going to place this on another fabric for the cutting of the back. I've already done that. I have folded my fabric into two again. Then I placed the front piece on it. I've also marked out the zipper allowance, as you can see. So I'm just going to go ahead and trace it out just like this. So after doing that, this is what you're going to have. So this is it for the cutting of both the front and the back pieces. So now I'm going to be using this crepe to cut on the lace fabric as well. So after I was done cutting, this is what I have. So it's exactly the same thing. I just used the crepe to cut on the lace fabric. You can see you do the same thing to the back pieces as well. So now we are going to place this aside. We are going to be drafting out the sleeve. So for the drafting of the sleeve, I already placed my pattern paper on the table. So what I have here is about 24.5 inches, and the full length of my sleeve is 24 inches. So it is perfect for the length. And for the width, I have it to be about 11 inches. So at the top there, I just took my armhole measurement divided by 2. Then I came down by 5 inches. I'm just going to draw a curve to meet that mark. Can you see what I did? So just like that. So that's for the sleeve curve. After you are done doing that, you're going to measure your armhole measurements divided by 2 on this curve line. So just take your armhole measurements divided by 2. Then you're going to mark it. So after marking, you come down here by about 7 inches. You're going to be taking your round arm measurement divided by 2. My round arm is 12 divided by 2, that's 6. So I'm going to go ahead and mark. So I'll also come down to the elbow length. My elbow is 30. So at that point, I'm going to mark my elbow divided by 2. My elbow is 11, so divided by 2, that is 5.5. At the end here, I'm going to be opening it up with 6 inches, which is a total of 12. 12 divided by 2, that's 6. If you want your sleeve to be more open, you can use 7, you can use 8. Totally depends on how open you want it to be at the wrist. So I just connected it and I went ahead to cut it out. I didn't add any sewing allowance. We'll add all the sewing allowance when we are cutting on fabric. So this is it for the sleeve. So guys, now it's time to cut it on fabric, and you can see I folded my fabric into 2 and I have placed my pattern on it. I added extra 1 inch to the length, you can see, just to make it a little bit longer. I don't want a situation whereby it's too short, and my fabric is stretchy. Because of that, I'm not going to be giving it too much sewing allowance at the side. I only gave it about ½ inch. So this is it for the cutting of the sleeve. Now let's move to the drafting of the upper bodice, and I'm going to be drafting the front piece first. So what I'm going to do now is to rule a line at the top of my pattern paper, which is going to be for the starting line. So I'm going to be taking out the off shoulder because the sleeve is going to be serving as the shoulder. So for my off shoulder, I'm going to be making use of 6 inches. Then I'll mark my bust line, the under bust line, and the waistline. I'll come forward here to mark the same thing, making sure that 6 inches is on your starting line. Then go ahead and mark your bust line, your under bust line, and your waistline. Then you connect with your straight ruler just the way you see me doing. So after doing that, you label, so the chest line, the bust line, under bust line, waistline. Now you're going to come to the bust line. You take your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. You come to the waistline and take the same thing. You're going to connect with your straight ruler. So after doing that, you come to the chest line. So what you took as your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 on the bust line, you add ½ inch to it, then you take it on the chest line. You're going to connect just like this. Now you come to the under bust line. You're going to be going out for the bustier contouring. For my case, I'll be going out using 1.25, and I will do the same thing on the waistline. If you're of a bigger size, you can use 1.5 or 2 inches. Okay, so here you come in by ½ inch on the under bust line and the waistline. So coming in by ½ inch is constant, okay, irrespective of how much you go out. So when you're coming in, always mark ½ inch. Okay, so after connecting it here on the bust line, I'll come down by ½ inch. Then I'm going to be connecting it with my curve ruler just like this. Then I'll do the same thing to this other side. So just connect it to meet that point that you marked. So after you are done doing that, you're going to come to the chest line here. I'll be coming in by 0.75 inch. Then I'll go out by 1 inch. So after marking, I'm going to connect to meet the bust line. Just like this. Then you do the same thing to the other side. So guys, after you are done connecting, this is what you have. So just mark out this part because we're going to be cutting them off. Now it's time to take the body measurement. On the chest line, I will take my round bust measurement divided by 4. I'm going to measure the dart, then I will add it. So after doing that, I'm going to come down here by about 2 inches for the armhole depth. So I'm going to go ahead to connect the armhole. But before I do that, I'm going to take my neck width. So the neck width of the front is going to be 10 inches wide divided by 2, that's 5. So I'm going to be marking 5. Then I will also measure the dart and add it to the measurement. So 5 inches plus the dart is what I'm going to be measuring. The way I measured it, it wasn't so clear. So that's why I'm explaining to you like that. So for your neck width, you're going to mark your neck width divided by 2 plus your dart. Then you connect your armhole just like that. Now you're going to go ahead to take your round bust measurement again. Then you come to the waistline, you take your round waist measurement divided by 4. You're also going to measure the dart here, you add it to your measurement. So after doing that, you're going to be connecting just the way you see me doing. So connect it just like this. So after you're done connecting, guys, you're going to add the sewing allowance. So I just added extra 1 inch to it, which is going to be for the sewing allowance. So guys, this is what you're going to have. So this is it for the cutting of the front piece. So now I'm going to measure what I have here. Most of the time, one side is always, longer than the other. So you measure it and make sure that the part that is longer, you replace it to it. So this side, it was ½ inch shorter than the other side. So I just replaced it. I just marked it up. Then I connected it to the neckline just like this. So after you're done doing that, this is it for the drafting. Now I'm going to go ahead to cut this out. So guys, this is it. I will label it the front pieces. So here we have the center front and this is the side front. So I'm going to place this aside now, then we draft the back piece. So for the drafting of the back piece, I've already ruled out the necessary lines. So here I have the zipper allowance. So I'm going to also take out the 6 inches for the off shoulder. Then I measure the bust line and the waistline. So I'm just labeling it for you guys to see. We have the chest line, the bust line, and the waistline. Now, the next thing you're going to do is to come to the waistline. You take your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. Then you take the same thing on the chest line as well. You're going to connect the dots with your straight ruler. So after doing that, at the waistline, you're going to take ½ inch on both sides of that line. But before we do that, I want to break down the neck of the back a little bit. So instead of 6 inches for the off shoulder of the back, I'm going to be using about 8 inches because the neck of the back is normally deeper than that of the front. Okay, so I just came down by extra 2 inches. So now this first line, I have cancelled it. Now the second line is the chest line that we are going to be making use of. So on this dart line now, I'll take ½ inch on both sides of it. Then I'm going to connect it to meet that point that I marked. So just connect it in form of a dart. So after you are done doing that, now you will come to the chest line, the new chest line. You take your round bust measurement divided by 4. You come to the waistline. You'll be taking your round waist measurement divided by 4. You measure the dart, then you're going to add it. After doing that, you're going to connect with your ruler just like this. So after you are done connecting, you're going to come to the zipper area here. You will go in by ½ inch. Then you also reduce the zipper allowance by ½ inch. This is going to help reduce zipper bulge. If you don't do this, the dress will be looking bulgy at the zipper area when you are done sewing. So when you reduce it by ½ inch like that, you will not experience anything like that. Okay, so this is what you're going to have. I decided to cut out this part because it was kind of confusing me. I just wanted to see exactly what I'm working with. Okay, so now I'll bring the front piece to make sure that the side of the front is exactly the same thing as the side of the back. You can see the front is a little bit longer, so I just marked it, and I'm going to make sure that it is exactly the same. See, I'll just curve it into the line. Can you see what I did? So just curve it into the line like this. So this is it, guys. This is what you're going to have. Now I'm going to be adding the 1 inch sewing allowance that I added to the side of the front. So I'll do the same thing to the back. So just add it like that. So after adding, then blend it up at the top area here. So this is what you're going to have. Now bring back the side of the front again to be sure it matches. So just make sure it is the same length. So after you're done doing that, you're going to go ahead to cut it out. So guys, this is it for the drafting and the cutting of the back piece. So here we have the center back, then we have the side back 2. So I just label it center back 1, side back 2 because I'm going to be dividing it into 2. You can choose not to divide it into two, but I feel I just wanted to divide it into two pieces. So this is it, guys. This is what I'm going to have. And I'm going to be transferring them to my fabric, which I've already done. So I added all the necessary sewing allowance. I cut both the lace fabric and the lining fabric. You're going to be cutting double lining. You can see I have double lining for the center front. I also have double lining for the side front. You need double lining because we are making use of lace fabric. So you need to have double lining. You add all the half-inch sewing allowance. At the end here, I added about 1 inch at the end, but all the other side I added half-inch. And here you can see the center front, I cut it on fold. So that is how you're going to transfer all your, patterns to your fabric. So we have already cut out all the other pieces. So we already cut out the sleeve, then we also cut out the skirt part. The skirt part was the first ones that we cut. Now all these pieces is what we are going to be joining together. In our next video, I'll share with you guys how we are going to make the dress. Please do well to hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you will not miss that video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in my next one.